So now we need to deploy at the Tomcat server. Deploy on the Tomcat server. Set up the Tomcat server. Set up a Linux EC2 instance. Install Java. Configure Tomcat. Start Tomcat server. Access web UI and port 8080. So install Java on EC2 instance. Install Java on EC2 instance. Amazon Linux extras. Install Java OpenJDK 11. So once it is done. So once it is done, you guys can or use the public IP. We need to set up the Tomcat, right? Install the Tomcat. So we can click the manager. So we'll get the access denied. So then, so I will show you. Yes. So guys, mute yourself. Guys, mute yourself. Funny, mute yourself. Okay. Yeah, guys. So did you guys install the Jenkins? Funny. So did you guys install the Jenkins? Yeah. So I already installed the Tomcat server, guys. I already installed the Tomcat server. So this is the Tomcat server. So I'm connecting to the Tomcat server. Just I launched the instance only. This is the only instance I launched. Now we need to install the Java Tomcat. Then set up the pipeline for the deploying a EC2 instance. Okay. So deploying a we can create a pipeline. So to deploy the code on the Tomcat server. So what it is, guys? So for that, set up the Linux EC2 instance. Yeah, for this we need to install. So what we need, guys? So deploy artifacts on the Tomcat server. So first we need to get the code from the GitHub, pull the code from the GitHub, and pull it to the Jenkins. So from the code, Maven it will automatically build the code. So once build the code, we need to deploy it on the Tomcat server. So later we will deploy it on the container. So later we will deploy it on the Kubernetes. So this is the a simple project, CI/CD project, guys. Okay. So for this purpose, so yeah, set up Linux EC2 instances. Yeah, I set up the Linux EC2 instance, right? So this is the EC2 instance. Then install Java. We will install configure Tomcat. Then start the Tomcat server. Access web UI and port 8080. Access web UI and port 8080. Yeah. So this is the so this is the URL, guys. This is the documentation. You guys can go through it. Jenkins, Tomcat, Tomcat installation, guys. How to install the Tomcat? So, so launch EC2 instance and install the Java 11. So once it is done, install Apache Tomcat. Through the Apache Tomcat, we will install this, and we will configure the. So we will comment out and we will configure the that users, guys. So once we done that, so then we will so we will deploy our application, guys. We will deploy Tomcat application. Okay. Yeah. So now I can take the putty 192.168. Sorry, guys. Paste, accept. Appearance, change settings, bold, 18, okay, apply. Yes, guys, this is the Tomcat server. So this is the Tomcat server. The CI part is shit. The CI part is done, right? The Maven. So we build the artifact dot where is done yesterday. Today, so whatever the dot where build, right? We will deploy it on the Tomcat server. So this is the CD part, guys. This is the SCD part. Is it instance? Is it user? Oh shit. Yeah, guys. One thing. So we need to add the ppk file. Yeah, guys. Putty. So this is the appearance, change settings, bold 18 once. Yeah. So once we so once we installed the Tomcat Java, then we will configure the job, guys. Then we will configure the Tomcat job. So that access web UI, and you can set up the Tomcat job, and so once it is built, it automatically deploy our code into the Tomcat server, and we'll see it into the web. So earlier we did this on the manual. Now we are configuring as a automation. So once you build that job, it automatically. So so where is how the Jenkins job created? The repeatable jobs will create on the Jenkins. Once it is built, it automatically build, guys. It automatically build. So let's check rpm-qa Java. So Java is not installed. Java is not installed. How you can install the Java, guys? We can install the Java. Yep. We can install the Java by using the command. What is the command, guys? Command to install Amazon sudo su. Then go to the sudo. So Amazon Linux extras. Amazon Linux extras. Install Java open JDK 11. Yes. Yeah. Now Java is installed on your Tomcat server. Java is installed on the Tomcat server. Next, we need to install the Tomcat. We need to install the Tomcat on the Java server. How we can install? So we have a page, right? So Tomcat installation. So go to OPT, CD OPT. Yes, OPT. Yeah. So wget Tomcat copy. Yeah. So the name of the service is not known. So we need to go to the mirror list. Apache Tomcat. Tomcat download Apache Tomcat. So Tomcat 9. So what we are trying to download, guys? Tomcat 8, right? Download Tomcat 8. So Apache Tomcat software 8, guys. So you can use the tar.gz file, guys. Copy link address, copy link address, then wget rpm-qa wget, yeah, wget is there, wget, then download the package. So wget https org tomcat resolving dc, so connecting to dcns apache.com connected, http request sent, awaiting response 404 found, error not found. So why this is not found? 1 second, guys. To download it from here, URL not found. So Tomcat 9. Let's try Tomcat 9. Yeah, it is downloading. Copy link address. Yeah, guys. So Tomcat 9 is downloaded. So what you can do, you can untar this. You can untar the Tomcat. Tomcat tar-xvf. So the untar it. So untar it, guys. So give executing permission to startup and shutdown which are under the bin. So it already available. Let's check. Yeah. So tar-xvf Apache Tomcat. Yeah, guys. So cd move Apache Tomcat 9.12 Tomcat. Yes, Tomcat rf. I'm deleting the Apache, guys. Yeah. So now Tomcat is there. Tomcat. Yeah. So cd bin. You see, guys. So these all are the shutdown.sh, start.sh, version.sh. So for example, we see it /dash versions.sh. Yeah. So what is the Apache version, guys? 9 version. So now let's start the Tomcat. Tomcat startup.sh. Startup.sh. ps-ef pipe grep. So PS means process state. So the Tomcat is running or not. Let's check Tomcat is running or not. Yes. Before, if it is a system related softwares, how we can start, guys? Systemctl start Apache, right? But this is a third party software. We downloaded, just we are using the Tomcat. Now Tomcat is installed. Let's go to the security inbound, right? So this is the inbound rules. Yeah, we need to add the inbound, right? So because of we are accessing this the outside of the network. So outside of the network, save rules. Yeah. So we added that security group. Now let's check public IP http colon double slash http colon double slash 8080. The port number. So what is the port number, guys? EC2 instances. This is the Tomcat server. So the public IP is, this is the public IP. Now you can use the public IP colon 8080. Guys, understood? So this is 8080 Tomcat. sorry, 80. Yeah. So Tomcat, so Tomcat is deployed on the Tomcat server. Okay. So manage your app. If you click the manager app, you see guys, access denied. So 403 access denied. So by default, the manager is only accessible from the browser running on the same mission as a Tomcat. If you wish to modify this restriction, you will need to edit the manager context.file. You need to edit the manager.context file, guys. Yeah. So go to the manager.context file. Yeah. So we executed. So unique port number. So that slash it is opt oceans dot cons. This is not well, guys. Yeah. So I want to. So the above three above something like find the. So changing that parameters default parameters on the context.xml, right? This issue. So can find the search the context.xml. So find the context.html. So where the context.xml is there. Yeah. So these are the two files, guys. So what are the two files? Tomcat web app examples, meta-inf context example. So host manager. These are the two files we need to we need to comment out the. So these are the two files. In these two files, we need to comment out the lines. I will show you that lines. Comment out the lines and we will add these lines. Okay. Yeah. vi. So this is the one context.html. So here, right, the context.html we need to the value we need to comment out, guys. The value. So we need to comment out. So how we can comment out by using? I will show you. Right. So these are the two files. Modify the context.yml, opt tomcat web apps host manager meta-inf context.yml, opt tomcat web apps manager meta-inf context.yml. So once you logged into the server, so value class name org contain yellow this one. So this need to be commented. How you can comment? This is, guys. So less than exclamatory double hyphens, and this is the open, this is the close. So this is the it will comment out, guys. So it will comment out. How we can comment out? The class insert. So so less than exclamatory double uh, double hyphen, then in the last value you can give the hyphen double quotes. So this line is commented, guys. This line is commented. So this line is so hyphen commented. This line is commented now. Guys, understood? Then save it. Mm, you can go to this file, right? Next file. So where it is? This is example.inf and the host manager.inf also. So va host manager.inf. Yeah. So I want to comment out the these two lines because of 197 127 is enabled. So one so 127 is enabled. So it is opening with the local host only. So that's the reason I'm disabling. So once we disabling, right, guys, so need to shutdown dot sh, then startup dot sh. Yeah, Tomcat is now started. Let's check. Yeah. So it is commented. If you wish to the comment, then if you have already configured the manager application, allow access to the button. So allow access to the button, use it save bookmark similar to the triggers. Let's check, guys. So we commented out it, right? We commented the manager app. So OPT OPT Tomcat Web Apps Host Manager, OPT Tomcat Web Apps Manager, Host Manager. Let's find the context.html. The host manager and this one, guys, manager. Insert exclamatory. I want to now let's try yeah, guys. So it is asking the username and password. We need to set the username and password, right? So we need to set the username and password. So how you can set the username and password? Yeah, ask username and password. How you can set update the Tomcat hyphen users.xml file. Update the users information in the Tomcat users XML file. Go to the Tomcat home directory and add below users to the conf Tomcat users XML file. Tomcat. So conf Tomcat XML file. We need to add this, guys. So we need to add this. Then it will shows this one. Okay. Yeah, so add this, update the information in the tomcats.user XML file. Go to the Tomcat home directory and add the below users to the conf tomcat users.xml file. So Tomcat users XML file, right? So ls cd opt tomcat. So this is the Tomcat file. Then go to the conf there is a tomcat users.xml. So in the tomcats.user xml you can so the tomcat users, right? The tomcat users. So go to the end of the file. Yeah, you see, so already the password, username, everything will be disabled. So now we can attach, we can add these users, role manager, GUI. Yeah. So role manager, manager GUI, manager script. So manager JMX start. The password is user password is admin manager UI. So manager script, manager JMX, manager status. So for the deployer manager script, password is Tomcat and the password is we can get the same password, guys. Secret, or we can give the same password. For example, Tomcat. So we can give the password as same password as a Tomcat, guys. So now we can give Tomcat user password is Tomcat. 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 Yeah. So now see, guys. So this is the Tomcat web application. You see here we need to add the application start to stop or start to stop, guys. So now we will deploy our application. We will add our application into this Tomcat web file. So how we can do it? We can do it through the code. We can do it through the job, Jenkins job. So how we can EC2 instances. So the Tomcat Jenkins server. So Jenkins server. So log into the server. What is this, guys? HTTP colon slash. So this is the one now. HTTPS HTTP only double slash What is the IP address? Paste dot 8080. Yeah, meanwhile, this will temporarily will stop. So because it will go out, guys. Sign in Jenkins. So meanwhile, I will connect to the server public IP DNS. So this is the Jenkins, right? So created a user tech world with Haria or admin. What is the user I created, guys? Tech world with Hari. Password is what is yeah, guys. So the Tomcat server installation is done on